Okay, so basically, alright, you have to turn on your frequency. Alright, so to turn on your frequency, you go to shift. So you press your shift button and then you press mode, which is there. And then what you have to then do is you have to scroll down. And when you can't scroll down, there will be a stats thing that you do, and depending on what number, it could be 3, 4. Press that number, and then that will turn on. That will give you to turn on the frequency. So it'll have frequency, and it'll have 1 on, 2 off, and you want on. Okay, so that'll actually turn your frequency column on. Once you've turned your frequency column on, your next step is to enter your data. So to enter your data, you just have to go straight to mode, not shift mode, straight to mode. And when you press mode, once again your stat will come up. Look at what button it is. It could be 3, 4 maybe, depends on which calculator you've got. And then you go to 1, and this is pretty much the same on all the calculators, 1 variable, and you'll get this. Then you enter your data. So your scores go here, down here, and your frequency goes here. So if you've got your XF, and this was 12, 13, 14, 3, 4, and 8, you press 12 equals, and the 12 should pop up there, 13 equals, 14 equals, and that'll pop up there. Scroll across and scroll up to the top again, and then you press 3 equals, 3 equals, 4 equals, and 8 equals. And so you've got that in your calculator now stored. Now what you do is you just press all clear. So once you've pressed all clear, now you can find things with your calculator. So we'll keep those figures there. So you go shift 1. And when you go shift 1, what will come up is you need to then look at what you want. Now, if you do 1 variable, what will happen is number 1 will be n, number 2 will look like that. That is actually your mean. So if you press that, you'll get your mean. That there is your standard deviation. That's number 3. And number 4 will be SX, which is your sample standard deviation. So when asked for your mean, you press number 2. So let's just go shift mode 2, 1. Okay. So if you put it in, 12 equals 13 equals 14 equals. I'm just going to put all my data in so we can see that we get the same answer. 3 equals 4 equals 8 equals. And then all clear, shift 1. And you go, mine's number 4 for variable. And then if you press number 2 for the mean, I get 13.3 for the mean. If you then want to get your standard deviation, you just go shift 1 again. So you go shift and then the 1 again. And then you want your standard deviation. So I press 3. So we go shift 1. Number 4, variable. So shift 1. Then press your variable, which on mine's number 4. Yours could be a different number. And then I want number 3 because I want the standard deviation, which is the spread of the scores. I end up with 0.7883. So it's about 0.8 standard deviation or spread. Don't worry about getting the sample standard deviation unless you actually ask for it. So when asked for the standard deviation, you just get the one that looks like that. Now to get your 5-number summary, you go again and you go shift 1. So go shift 1 again, and this time you want the one, mine's 5, some calculators, the new one's at 6, min max, and when I press that, what comes up? Shift 1, number 5. What comes up will be Q1, we've got minimum, Q1, Q3, median, and then you have maximum. So that's like your upper quartile, your lower quartile. That's your upper quartile for Q3. This is your median. And then you have your highest score and your lowest score. So once you can get these figures, these actually then help you to do your box and whisker plot, because this is the minimum, there's the maximum, there's Q1, Q3, and there's the median. It will then help you find your interquartile range, which is Q3 minus Q1, and your range, which is the maximum minus the minimum.